to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today I'm going to do a general collective reading, but I have like categories pretty much, and then we have some cards to go with each category. There's 7 categories, right? But we have cards that go to each category, right? So the first category is going to be your personality and your state of mind. The second category is self-improvement and your spiritual development or health. Third category is your family and house. Fourth is romance and social life. Fifth is your money. Sixth is work, career, life purpose. And 7 is miscellaneous, like anything else that need to be said. But before we get into that, I'm going to use the past life oracle as well to get a little bit of background information. But also, while you like listening to the reading or watching the reading, if you have questions, at least 10 questions, okay? 10, no more than 10, okay? Write them down, and then after I'm going to use the crystal ball oracle, and then you get your answers pretty much. So work your way, because I was also going to give time for you to think of your questions. But yeah, now that the intro's out of the way. Oh, take the parts that resonate with you, leave the rest. Like I said, it's general. We have like past, so it could have been in your past, it could be present right now, or it could be in the future. Either way, take the parts that resonate with you, that make sense with you, that seem like it will fit in your life, or you could see that happening to you. Right? If it's like off the wall, like I don't see myself skydiving, so if you ever see that pop up, it's just like you know that's not for you, you know that's not you. So just just leave it. That kind of thing. Oh, it might be for somebody else. It's somebody else's message. But before we get into that, if you have headphones in, turn it down because I'm gonna do the sound bowl. Okay. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Oh, and they're separated because these all go together. That is one by one. Have a pattern. So we have identity with mother. And then we have faith with monotheistic and love with unrequited. I'm going to say the parts is at the top and then say the parts that's touching later on. And then we have time frame with pre-Columbia Americas. Columbian America. Back in the day. So then we have love with arranged marriage and identity with older woman. Okay, so what just automatically popped in my head was either somebody's mother was in an arranged marriage due to their religion and they don't actually love the person that they are with. But then now I'm looking at this identity grandkid, so you could be the grandkid of that mother. So you didn't have like the best example of love growing up, you could say, seeing that it's unrequited. They might have cared for the person, but they actually love that person. Then we have death and location, but the death says dimension, the location says Africa. And then we have death with fire and location with Northern Europe. Then we have love possession. Oh wow. Hold on. My chair pulled the hell out of my hair just um okay. So just based off this, like I said before, it could be somebody's mother was in a arranged marriage that they didn't really love each other or had love for each other with this possession. Somebody was more of like property kind of thing. Um, then when I was saying with the grandkids, if you're the grandkid of that, that might be how you think love or a relationship should look like or a marriage should look like. When not really. That's not how it was intended to be. Yeah. And with the time frame with so this is like before Christopher Columbus went on his little exploration and finding places. Um, that's why like the dementia is kind of sort of like they didn't know, they didn't remember, just unbeknownst to them. Kind of that was man formal, but they didn't know about it, right? They with this location with this Northern Europe, they just thought like they was the only place and kind of thing, and then they find out other things and other places, and I'm gonna look at the parts that's touching. And we have lessons with trust and discernment, and then we have death with poison. Goddamn. Well, dementia technically is like it's your brain. I won't say it's eating itself, but decaying. So that could hurt with the fire. A lot of actions going on, like things are burning. Um, and then that part is touching trauma with imprisonment, and then a location with Mexico. I don't know a lot of Mexican history. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know the Inca. Nope. I know the Aztecs. The Incans was somewhere else. Was it the Aztecs and the Mayans? Right, and that's pre-Columbia. Okay. Did we get? But that's all I got for you. They had. Oh, what? But they had like their own rituals and their own way of going about things. I know that much. I don't know about the whole marriage aspect, how it looks there. But we have identity with young female, and that's touching love with betrayal and deceive. So, like I said, either this arranged marriage that it was actually an arranged marriage, but you feel like that's how love is supposed to be when it's not. They don't really love each other. There's unrequited. They don't love each other. They might have cared for each other, but they don't love each other. And me caring for you and loving you, I will treat you completely different than me just caring. And then they might not really care. They may have like points in time when they cared, kind of thing. And then we have death with starvation and dehydration. So dehydration, I'm gonna take it as there is no emotions. Like I said before, there was no emotion, there was no love, there was no emotional tie or connection in any way, shape, or form, which somebody was craving and or looking for with the starvation. Then we have faith with exocentric, and then trauma with exile. Yeah, so they pushed this person away. There was no love, there was no connection, leaving this person to starve. They need it, want it, seek it. Um, and then we have self-expression as a lesson. We already have trust and discernment. So this person needed to learn that I say like all the glitters in the world isn't gold, but like there's different kinds of love and different type of relationships, and not all relationships are healthy. And you shouldn't be mirroring your relationship off of somebody else's relationship because you don't know the history of it or you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Then we have time frames with early modern age. And then it's kind of so slightly touching lesson with gluttony, right? Trying to be greedy and stuff like that. And then we have trauma with abandonment, and then faith with etrocentric. Nope, we're just gonna leave that one because I don't know what that one is. We're just gonna walk away with this one. I know it's like it's spiritual kind of thing. This one I don't know what that is, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. And then this part is actually touching the abandonment part, so I didn't really need to bring that up. So either way with the exile and this abandonment, it still makes sense. They try to abandon you, exile you, so you be out in the cold, feel like you have no place to go, you don't have any, no one is giving you love, no one cares for you, anything like that, and try to go back to them and they try to possess you, and right with this dementia try to pretend like it never happened and stuff like that, and they forgive you and blah 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 blah, y'all move on. It's all a tactic. But to each his own. To each his own. And then we have time frame with classical antiquary? Antiquity. And then we have lesson with leadership. So we're already in like the modern, do we have that? The modern age. So it's like now we in the place where was it like everyone was in leadership, but like things were going smoothly, like the right person was in control of certain things, and the people that weren't left, or like slowly started getting, like not slowly, probably like rapidly getting fired and put away in where they needed to go. Phone just went on. So confirmation, people that was abusing their power, abusing this leadership and stuff role that they was in, slowly got fired, or rapidly, because when I said rapidly, that's when my phone went ding, rapidly got fired, right? With this death here, losing their job and feeling like being out in the cold. And then we have trauma with physical limitations, and then we have faith with oh, hit my glasses. Hold on. Atheist. Had to. And then we have trauma with accident. Okay, so this person, so your mother, right? There's a lot of things going on here. Okay. So somebody, especially when I saw the Africa and Northern Europe, I already know there was going to be some mix up. How to say this? Especially with the post-Columbia, not post, pre-Columbia. Okay, so we know about slavery. Okay, just we're not gonna pretend like it wasn't a thing, because we know it was a thing. Okay, it was a thing, and we know Europe went to Africa. We know this. It was a thing. Okay, we're not gonna pretend like it's not a thing. We all know this. Okay, we know what happened. Like I said before, with this dementia, they would try to make it seem like it never happened or it didn't happen. Try to cover it up and be like, "Oh, just forgive me," and da 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 da. But it's like really this tactic, right? Especially at that time, because Europe was like a superpower and stuff like that. They was conquering everything. Oh, they was everywhere. And because they were trying to like, oh, if we leave you to your own devices, we abandon you. You know, you will starve. You won't have this. You won't have that. When it's really was the other way around. It was them. Okay. Cause for one, England's in like the middle of nowhere. Okay, surrounded by water. Um, this like it wasn't in the best conditions, and not a lot of things that America can grow or even Africa can grow. They can't grow at all because they don't have the temperature or the climate for it. Okay, my bad. Whew. Um, lost my train of thought. So we're just gonna go to the next part. Like I remember pretty much saying the same thing. It was kind of like an ongoing loop. Like no matter how you look at it, um, in this arranged marriage, somebody thought they had the power and was the leadership. Another person supposed to be submissive and just listen. And they betrayed them in some way, shape, or form. They abused their power, and they roll in this relationship. And with this gluttony, they try to have their cake and eat it too. But the actual saying is you can't have Ethel and Edith too. So it's just like, you see it? You feel me? There was no actual love here. And that's why this person is possessive. So now we have rebel with nonconformist. And then we have magic with sorcerer/sorceress. Okay, sorcerer or sorceress/alchemist. Meaning that they can pretty much change and transmute their energy. Which is why they probably don't have to conform to anything. Because if they just like, if I don't. Oh, remember that episode? And Rick and Morty, well, Rick went to therapy like the first time when he made himself into a pickle. He was just like, if he doesn't like something about his world, like he can destroy it, change and transmute it, do all that shit. Yeah, alchemist. Some people see it as magic, so you don't have to conform to anything if you could just change it. Some people might see that you as a rebel, when it's just like, no, if I don't like it, I'm just gonna do what's best for me, what make it fit and work for me. Alright, then we have adventurers with pioneers. Right, you just finding your own way. And then we have if accomplishments. Was this the one I'm supposed to read together? Hold on. Nope. JK. Okay, we good. Accomplishment with celebrity. Right, you go your own way, do your own thing, and now you famous. Okay, so let's see what else. We have wealth with gambling and Mr. Mercer? I don't know. You took a gamble, went your own way, and something blew up, made you famous. You didn't conform to what anybody else was trying to tell you to do, what they wanted you to do. And it paid off for you. Where some people were trying to tell you, like, no, it's not going to work out for you. Because the parts that's touching for this is location, Antarctic, and... But the Antarctic is cold and stuff like that. I already said they wanted you to starve and dehydrate, feel left out in the cold. and feel like you were struggling. Because now we have self-identity. That was the lesson. They wanted, especially over here with the self-expression, your self-identity, your self-expression, how you express yourself, how you want your life to look like, what you want your marriage to look like, what you want your everything to look like for you is what you did. You pretty much like you went your own way. Where everybody else was getting like arranged marriage, you was like, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Like, look, it's like, not to be rude, it's like you pretty much told them, like, look at how, like, you was an arranged marriage. Look at how your marriage ended up. Do you actually love your husband? No. It's like, if you did love each other, then this, and the third would have happened. He's like, I don't want that for myself, kind of thing. And they feel like that's a gamble, because it's like, an arranged marriage is like, you might not love each other, but, like, at least you're not alone, but it's like, you still alone, because this person doesn't love you. This person with the starvation, this person doesn't provide you any type of like intelligent conversation, no emotional conversation, no spiritual goals, anything like that. Don't really have any conversation that uplifts you or bring y'all together or anything like that. And then we have mariner. No, I'm trying to say with ocean traveling. Ocean traveler. Then we have, Columbus was brought into this. And then we have Wild West with cowboy/settler. So like, yeah, you just going around traveling, seeing what's out there, and then you found a place, you settled down, you might stay there for a little bit, and then leave again, kind of thing. And then we have War with Warrior. Okay. Now how to do this part. So now I'm going to do up and down. Okay. So this nonconformist pioneer alchemist. Okay. Was meant to feel left out in the cold. Like probably that's the one that they try to abandon and exile. And they wanted this person, this mister, wanted this nonconformist alchemist to struggle with their self-expression and self-identity, right? Which is why they abandoned them for the mountain of cold, to try to strip away their love and stuff like that. Oh, that's that death with fire, so they can lose their passion. Boom, ha, got it. So they can lose that passion and lose that fight. They won't accomplish everything they want to accomplish. They won't go after what they want to go after. Emotional traveler. Their feelings would be all over the place. That, or especially if it's just cold, like it just freeze over. Like they just give in, right? They settle with whatever they are given, whatever is given to them, whatever is provided to them. Right? Because we have trauma with guilty conscious, right? With this ocean traveler. So it's like they wanted you to be abandoned, feel like be exiled and stuff like that, and make it feel like it's your fault, right? And it's your fault because you want to do what's best for you, right? Because it's cowboy and settler touching, natural disaster, but then location with Central or South America. And we also have Mexico popped up here, right? So see, now we're going further into places I don't really know about, okay? Like, I know America got Mexico from... No, we got Texas from Mexico. I got that. None of them. See, almost got into a war with them. I can tell you that much. But with the Central Americas, got the Panama Canal. But yeah, either way, they wanted you to settle with whatever disaster they was giving to you. Right? Point blank, period. And you feel guilt, like you go out in the cold. Well, I won't say you will go out in the cold. Well, probably won't find nobody else better than them and stuff like that. Um, or anybody that will love or care for you like them, quote unquote. Even though their love is nothing but a disaster, their life is a disaster. Sorry to say that. The relationships they always in is a disaster. This person is just a walking disaster. Sorry to say. Sorry. I'm so sorry, but it's true. Because we have warrior and then we have love with obsession. And we also have possessive. That's toxic, my guy. This person is a walking disaster. I'm so sorry to call this person that, but they are. Like, I know that sound mean, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. They just felt like you was gambling when it's like they was actually them. Because you was going to be good regardless. They're not. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not sorry that. Okay, I'm sorry for calling. If you go with this person, I'm sorry for calling them a walking disaster. That's why we fucked up. That's person. That's great. That's whatever. You love them. You like, I'm gonna fight for them. That's fine. That's cool. But we gotta call a spade a spade. If it walks like a duck and it's quack like a duck, it's a duck. Okay. All right. The person's toxic. This obsessive, possessive love that y'all have, and they betraying you. There's a reason why they doing all that. It's because they betraying you. They don't want you to find out they're betraying you. They're trying to control you. Guilty conscience. And then plus with this self-expression and the self-identity, you probably know who you are or on the road to finding out who you are. This person don't know who the fuck they are. And even if they do know who they are, they don't like who they are, which is why they don't want you to find out who they are. They don't want you to even find out who you are, because then you will still leave them. Oh, I forgot to do the first session this way. Okay, so now we have alchemist, activist, crusader, with the war over here. Then we have failure. So they wanted this okay, like I said before, they wanted this alchemist to fail. Lose the fight, lose the war. So they don't have, that we have, don't know what this word means. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have to Google it. Acquisition. So pretty much, and then acquisition is like something, it's like famous enough to be in a museum or like a library, and like this, like with this wealth, like in a secret place. They wanted to make you to be an example for other people that leave, but what they, like I said before, they was the one that's actually gambling. Because you weren't going to conform to their toxic ass behavior, because it made no fucking sense. It would have been a disaster. Yeah, but this relationship, regardless, is going to be a disaster because this person is a disaster. Now it's going to be, what is that? You know, like somehow, it's like sometimes earthquakes can cause like typhoon, like a whole bunch of other things. It's like that. Like this person themselves is like an earthquake. And they was trying to cause all types of chaos and confusion in your life. And we have pirate. Yeah, this mister was trying to pirate off of you, pirate your life. Like if you wanted to, they didn't want you to grow because they couldn't grow. They didn't want you to find out who you are because they don't want to find out who they are. Because if they do, then they have to admit to certain things, and they don't want to. And then we have, this explorer, what we have over here, with this pioneer and adventurer, right? Going off, finding things out, becoming a celebrity. They wanted you to fail. And with this cowboy, then I would say they just wanted you to just always be wandering. No, don't have a place for your own. Don't have a place to call your home and stuff like that. And then we have trauma with settler and an indigenous person. And then trauma. And we already had trauma up here. Well, the ones that's touching. I'm pretty sure we had a trauma. Oh, accident. I'm about to say, like, I'm pretty sure we had a trauma up here. So we had accident and, oh, imprisonment with this Mexico. And then let's see if the parts are touching. Oh, there was a trauma. Nope. Just accident. Like I said, they gambled themselves. They gambled this trying to imprison you. Like, they trying to keep you trapped in something that wasn't meant for you. And then try to exile you, abandon you, set you free, let you go, and be like, if you think you're gonna find anything else better than me, go ahead. And they was really hoping and wishing for you to struggle, um, or to give in to their demands, like settle for whatever they was giving you and providing to you, right? Um, but what really happened? Or with this abandonment, they left you out in the cold. Got that? It was abandonment. So they left you out in the cold, thinking that you was gonna come chase them, um, beg them to come back into your life, and you was like, nah, fuck that. You went on a whole new route, found a whole new way, and now everybody with this celebrity, because there's multiple celebrities. You don't have to be like known worldwide. You got like B-list celebrities, Z-list celebrities, stuff like that. You're known in some way, shape, or form to other people, and you could be known for like not going with the crowd and stuff like that, being your own person, being your own pioneer. If there's chaos or anything like that, like, you don't go about it how everybody else go about it. You go about it your own way. And some people feel like that's a gamble. Or there's wealth that you have. The self expression and the self identity could be like your self worth, right? They try to fuck with that. And the confidence that you have, let's say, because not everyone have like high self-esteem or have confidence and stuff like that. So let's say you have low self-esteem, but you have that your low self-esteem was more than this person, and they try to destroy that, and that's not okay. No, it's a cute or cool. All right, so now we're gonna get into your personality, your state of mind. Right, so we have luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Right, because you can't do that to somebody. That shit is weird and it's toxic. Told you this person is a walking disaster. Then we have healer, light aspect. Right, the passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. See, the alchemist. That's why you don't conform to shit, because you know you could just fix it or heal it yourself. Like I was saying before with that Rick and Morty. Then we have activist, with the light aspect. If you inspire, or inspiration you put into your confession. Hold on. Hold on. It inspires you to put compassion into your actions. There we go. I was going to say confessions. Somebody need to confess, and or you're going to make a testimony and confess about your life story, and it inspires somebody else. It heals somebody else. Inspires somebody else to heal. That's celebrity. Also, we have that activist. That made sense. They put you out in the cold to try to get you to suffer, and it's like, why would I suffer? I mean, it's like you suffered with this person. You can only, it's like this like I said before, this person was like an anchor and was bringing you down and expected like you to let go of this anchor and continue falling down or like floating down. It's like, why would I do that? I lost dead weight. Like, I'm gonna go up. Duh. Like, it's duh. Like, that kind of thing. Like, math not mathing. It wouldn't make no type of sense. Right? So we have forgiveness and perfection together. Okay, another thing. If you see figures in, okay, this is the part that if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. If when I showed it, you see some figures in the bushes, then this part goes for you. That means it's the amount of people that's either watching you or that you need to forgive. And or if you didn't see no person or any figure in the bushes, that just simply means like the self-expression, you need to forgive yourself. And realize that you're imperfectly imperfect. You are you. The mistakes you made, nobody else can make those mistakes like you. What popped in my head was I'm rewatching it right now. Elementary. It's Sherlock. And the way he texts certain, well, not even certain people, the way he texts in general, nobody else can copy it or mimic it if you don't really know who he is. So that would send alarms right away, kind of thing. So it's just like, realize you have your own sense of talking to people, your own little stamp, and nobody else can copy that. It's like a fingerprint. Nobody else can be you. Okay, there was a whole CSI episode. That was different. It was still his fingerprints, just reversed. So it's just so it's just he did that himself. Okay, so it's just like, you gotta realize nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Hannah Montana. Everybody have those days, you know? Then we have Helena of Troy and Aphrodite. Helena is all about beauty, and Aphrodite is self-love. So like I said, this identity, if you see people in them bushes, those are the people, or the amount of people that didn't want you to know who you are, okay? They want you to sleep on you, okay? And they don't want you to see the beauty within self-love, or loving yourself, or caring for yourself, providing for yourself in any way, shape, or form. Because Helena of Troy, she was beautiful, okay? She's pretty, she's smart, educated, and like street smarts, wars, like fighting and stuff like that. So like war strategies and like book smart. She could read a book, understand a book, could like put things together. Sounds about Sherlock. I would say jump to conclusions, deduction. You use the deduction and stuff like that. And Aphrodite is all about love, self-love, caring for love. Funny enough, with War being here, because she is technically married to Ares. But she wasn't always married to him. Okay, you gotta find out the story behind it. She was married to the dude that makes the metal. Nope. I want to say Hephaestus. I think that's his name, but I'm probably saying it wrong. But the guys that make the metal, right? And she was cheating with Ares. And then, rather than him just coming out saying, I know that you're cheating, he was like, nah, I'm going to create something, okay? So while you in bed with this man, a curtain falls. Everybody sees what y'all doing and see that y'all, like, cheating. And, that's end up how they pretty much got together. They had no other choice at that point because all the gods knew. So, that's how they ended their relationship. But it seemed to be going well. Whereas with Hephaestus, it wasn't going well because he was never there, which is why she ended up cheating. But he has his own little problems, okay? He got his own things he's working through. And then we have Artemis in reverse. She's all about having your individuality and being yourself. And like I just said, this person didn't want you to find out who you are. They didn't want you to stand in your own power, your own authenticity, be yourself, be your true self, or anything like that. Because they are afraid to do that as well. Then all I'm seeing is like the bunch of bows and arrows and stuff like that with this war and this fighting, right? They wanted people to fight for their love as if they was worthy and stuff like that. That's how. Whereas you can feel confident by yourself and everything like that, is like they feel confident when people are throwing themselves at them. Funny enough, then we have the Sagittarius, right? But the arrows and all, it's like they point to get across. The point is, this person wanted you to chase them. You did not chase them, and they're upset. Now that does not mean to go chase them, because their love is, like I just said, is a disaster. Their relationships are a disaster because of that. They don't know who they are. And they're mad that other people know who they are. Like me and this person will not get along because I know who I am. So if they try to project anything onto me, I won't give a fuck, because that has nothing to do with me. And they would be upset. Because their little perfect image that they view themselves is not actual true. A lot of people use people as mirrors. So you gotta remember that. Then we have palm tree with stability, security, performance, growth, and endurance, flexibility. This person, they want you to be stable, like I just said. They want you to find yourself, know yourself, grow in any way, shape, or form. Inspire yourself, be compassionate, heal yourself in any way, shape, or form. Then we have a snake, competition, enemy, clever, mischievous, looking over your shoulder, the other woman. And I just told you, Aphrodite was cheating. Aries was the side dude. Like, it was. And then the Helena of Troy, her beauty caused a whole war. But then there was a lot going on. Okay, if you read it, it was a lot going on. They kidnapped her, yes. But then the dude also offended Apollo, and you'd be like, oh, he's the sun god in music. No. He's a lot of things, okay? But there's a shadow to him, okay? This is his sister. His twin sister. She is known to be in the wild, be independent and stuff like that, be by herself. Like, she helped give birth and stuff like that, but she also have that bow and arrow. She can also, like, take life and stuff like that. With this, there's no animal, but, like, if the hunt and stuff like that, she's like a hunter, being all self-reliant, self-efficient, having your unique stamp and stuff like that. And, sometimes some people are too busy worried about what other people think, like vanity. They care what other people think, what other people say. And that's slowing down your growth. But I brought those two up to say this. Well, for one, she hoped her mother would give birth to Apollo. And so she was born first. And I believe somebody, okay, was judging the mother. Like, you only have 2 kids. And let's say she had like 9 or 11, okay? And Apollo and the sister did not take so kindly to that. To them making fun of their mother. And if you know the story, but what actually happened with their mother, you're gonna be like, you understand, like, I won't have no kids either. Like, I wouldn't want to deal with that shit either. Like, that's a traumatic experience she went through just with those 2 kids. So it's just like, I won't, yeah, no problem. Be by yourself. That's cool, right? And this lady was saying had thrown it in their face, so the great archers that they are, they took out all the damn kids. Took them out one by one. So this mother, I had 9. Now you have 9 dead kids. Like, so it's just like Apollo has great light aspects, but like that, when you don't play with him, that kind of thing, don't play with him. Right? Same thing with the sister. Like I said before, like birthing, help bring Apollo into life, all this stuff. But when it's time to switch and be like, off with your head, off with your head. type thing. So it's like, be careful who you're playing with. In this competition, they, or even with before, they try to gamble it. It was their fault. They really thought, that you was gonna be out here struggling, not gonna do good or make a come up off of this or anything like that. And it's just like, nah, I swear, I was good before you. But I was good before you. When I was with you, I was alright, but I'm definitely gonna be good after you. Like, definitely gonna be good after you. Like, they thought they was the end all be all, and it's like, no, you was my downfall. What are we talking about? Then we have, see, love in reverse, right? And it's supposed to be the lovers in the dragon deck. There was no love, no communication. We already have unrequited love. Betrayal, cheating, not trustworthy. You didn't see eye to eye with this person. You wasn't compatible in no way, shape, or form. Because this person viewed you as a competition, or simply just put you in like this third party situation, or made you the other woman without you actually knowing. But also, what I was saying before with this obsession and being possessive and stuff like that, it's because they was doing something with this betrayal, right? That caused them to have to keep looking over their shoulder, so they wanted you to look over your shoulder as well, so you don't find out what they're doing. Alright, so now we have the Five of Swords, where you walking away. You picked and choose your battles wisely, which is why luck is on your side, right? And stability is coming to you. This person, like, even if they try to exile you or abandon you, and wishing the worst or expecting the worst, you prove this person wrong. Okay. And now we have the Nine of Pentacles reverse. So it's like they just want, like I said before, they wanted you to just settle and take whatever relationship that they was giving to you, providing to you. Right? But you walking away from that. A codependent relationship, you're walking away from. See, Ten of Swords. Thawing out. You are starting to realize certain things, healing from certain things. Like, yeah, nah, this relationship ain't it. I'm gonna walk away. This ain't for me. Goodbye. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, the World, and Judgment. I was gonna say that's kind of backwards because you got to go to Judgment then the World, but I get it what it's trying to say. So this Six of Pentacles, you give into this cycle is over. Judgment. That's the decision call that you made. The Five of Swords is to walk away. You no longer giving your time, energy, space, thought, love. Because in the World card, it has the like the symbol. So it's like fire, water, earth, air. Like, you're not giving anything to it anymore. You decided to pull back from it completely with the Judgment. And then we have the Hangman. Right? Because you're awakened to the fact that you would have been stuck. Nothing would have grown. Right? Especially with this tree, we have this palm tree, there would be no growth, no stability, no security in any way, shape, or form. It would have all just been about money or appearances. And we have the Page of Cups. And with that forgiveness, but it's also like, forgive yourself. Okay, that's also important. Like I said in the beginning, you didn't know any better, but it's like now that you're starting to become aware of it, right? You meditating, going within, you starting to get those answers and throwing things out. So you're cutting out of this stagnation, this unstable relationship, and closing out that cycle, and imagining a better life for you and going after it. Oh wow! So now we got Angel Tarot, right? because they helping. They always helping. They always around, even if you don't realize it. So we have the Five of Swords with God, the highest being, with desire to know and hold on. Oh wow, the Inquisition of Wisdom. So the wisdom that was closed off to you, try to be kept secret to you, is now being exposed because you wanted to know it. Then we have the Empress, God, Father, the generous. Right? We have the Six of Pentacles, being generous, fertility and fruitfulness, assurance, peace between married couple. So it's like if you married and you want to know like why there's no peace, why there's no harmony, why there's no this, why there's no that, right? Like the Five of Swords, like I said before, is there is knowledge that wasn't given to you that you was closed off to, that you weren't privy to, that the spirit knew about, and they was protecting you pretty much, and pretty much giving you signs like this is unstable, this will not go anywhere, get out, walk away, move, like that kind of thing. And with the Ten of Swords, and being reversed is like seeing that you're. They never said that they wanted you out in the cold. It's like you're out in the cold, but you're like dealing with it okay. You're doing it fine. Like you're meditating, thinking about it, contemplating it. You just like, how can I grow? In what way can I grow? Like I can't. If I go backwards, I'm gonna be stuck, and I know I'm gonna be stuck with this person. So, and what you're using your imagination to move on and move forward. You're not thinking small in any way, shape, or form. Like you know, being with this person is being short-sighted. Then we have the Queen of Swords with God, the hope of all earth, with ritual ceremonies, and can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. And so it's like you probably have, certain things that's going on around you, like in your face, but like your third eye is like the information, like from higher self, like from spirit, or just it's like from your environment as well, just you weren't fully paying attention to it. And the Queen of Swords is all about using your discernment. We had that earlier with that being a lesson, right? You using your discernment, cutting out people that no longer serves you, or even like help you, love you, care for you, want to see you grow, want to see you happy in any way, shape, or form. If they're disturbing your peace, you're letting them go. They're getting cut out. And then we have the Ten of Wands, God humiliating the proud with spiritual spiritual communications, and then influence religious men, teachers, and men of law. Right? So those leaders that's abusing their power. Didn't I say that before? They're abusing their powers. I was like, out of nowhere, they like slowly, just rapidly start getting fired, laid off, things slowly getting stripped from them. That spirit, but like, yeah, we saw you. You didn't think nobody else saw you, but bitch, we saw you. Okay? I see everything. That's what God like, I see everything. I don't need to be there for me to see. Like, I'm everywhere. Like, then we have options. Consider your career possibilities that are open to you. Like, you can be with this person struggling with, like, why is nothing growing? Why is nothing getting better? Why this? Why that? Boo hoo hoo. Why me? And it's just like, it's because you with this person. It's because you with this person. And then we have time to decide. See what that judgment? What I said. Make a decision based on your heart's true desires. And then we have focus. Right? This person, whoever you're in a relationship with or whoever you're working with, they wanted to be your main focus. And you like, no, that made no sense. It was what I got. I'm sorry. I got like, if you had focus on this person, this person was like your main like focus, you will go crazy. Like you will lose your shit. Like like that. Like they're just so unstable. Like I said before, they're just a walking disaster. Like they're just so unstable. Like you. All I was gonna like you will lose this close to losing your shit. Like then we have Dry Fairy Dry flower fairy with sweet memories. And then we have imagine. Right, that's what I said that with the Page of Cups. You use your imagination on how you can, what your life could look like, what your life can be like without this person, and you trying to go after that in any way, shape, or form. And it doesn't. I mean by any way, shape, or form, like you're not trying to step on anybody else's toes. Like that's your only reason. Like oh, you're trying to outdo this person, try to be better without this person. It's just like you know this person was your downfall, and you know you can only come up from here. Like I said before, this person was an anchor, and they was pulling you down, and they felt like you let them go, you continue like falling down or sinking. It's like, why would I if I lost weight? Like, do you know how gravity works? Kind of thing. It's like, like that. Then we have an unfinished synchrony. Like this, yeah, this person trying to just keep you stuck in an unfinished synchrony, and they don't know what they're doing, what they want in life, or anything like that. Right. So now we're gonna go into spiritual development, spiritual growth. Okay, so then we have bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And Aquarius is known to be like those rebels and like those pioneers, not conforming to anything. So it's just like, but also they're an air sign, but they're also tied to water, right? So it's like being able to love yourself with this self love and speak to yourself and care for yourself in that manner. And it's not just you, you do it to anybody that comes in contact with you. Right? You have no need or no reason to take your problems out on anybody else because it's just not their problems and it's not their fault. Right, and then we have light aspect, right? So it's pretty much back to over here with that healer and that activist energy, like inspiring you to put compassion into any action that you do and healing yourself, also healing others, and focus on your healing. And we have bittersweet, right? So you might realize that certain things before, right? I was talking about expressions with the blue. See, certain things that you probably did before, you thought was okay before, you imagined before that was okay for you, is no longer okay for you. Because I just realized this is 20 and then 1 to 10. Like, you losing something, you cutting something out. We already said that with the Queen of Swords. And it's like a bittersweet moment because you probably had love her at some point in time, right? You probably cared for her at some point in time. And like now, it's coming to this and you didn't really want it to be like that or go that way. But it had to be that way in order for you to grow and to continue to do what's best for you because this person didn't want to see you grow, didn't want you to know who you are. They just wanted you to be lost. And it's like, wow, as you wouldn't want that for them, they wanted that for you. And that's why it's like it's a little bittersweet moment because you had to cut this person out. As even though you had probably like mad love for them, you still had to let them go. I don't know how to say that. And I was gonna try, but I'm not even. But we have new beginnings. Right? So it's like you healing, you learning who you are, you doing that self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself, seeing the beauty within you, right? Not just on the outside, but like spiritually, like soul-wise and stuff like that. And you realizing that not everybody love themselves or care for themselves, and that's like it's a little bittersweet because you're cutting some people off. You closing certain cycles with this world with certain people, and choosing no longer to give to it. And now like once you do that, it's like oh now they trying to come back in and care for you and love for you and stuff like that. But it's like there's all the tactics so you can start that cycle back again, and they just gonna continue doing the same thing that they did the last time. Okay. So don't know how to say her name either. Alright, so I'm gonna show you her name upright. And then I'm gonna show you it reverse. Alright. It was all about unity. I already said here, like, God, there's no partnership. You're not a union. It's a competition. And we have a runner in a codependent relationship, fear intimacy, listening to ego. That's why they don't want you to find out who you are. Then it won't be a codependent relationship. Then we have both receiving what you need, progress, and event, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Then we have 5 with mercy. See, it goes backwards. 6, 5. Went from lovers to the Hierophant. Like, yeah, the Hierophant is trying to say, like, this is not a traditional relationship. This relationship doesn't have no type of ethics. This person doesn't have ethics nor morals. Don't know what it means. And what they try to pass off as love is not love in no way, shape, or form. And then we have the King of Swords reverse. Not trying to see what they're doing is wrong, right? Just trying to argue with everybody as if they're right when they're not right, and don't see the errors of the ways. They closed off, very cold, manipulative. I would say they want to say what's the facts, but they won't even say if what you're doing. They will try to argue the facts, right? But when it's come to them, it's like, nah, you gotta be subjective, kind of thing. Like, it's not fair, it's not even, it's not balanced. This person is, like I said before, there's no union. Then we have the Star. Hold on, gotta get the little thing. She got some nips showing. The Star reverse, right? Losing hope. Person was closed off. Even if they were told you they was gonna change, it was never gonna change. They wanted you to lose hope and just settle for what they was giving you and be like, this is the best it's gonna get, when it wasn't. See? Hermit reverse. Now they ashamed. Because they wanted you to lose hope. Now that they're the one that doesn't have any hope. And everybody's seeing that they were the one that because the light's not on. And then the King of Swords is all about intelligence and integrity. Like I just said, they didn't have no morals. They lacked integrity. They didn't have the insight. They didn't have the imagination the way that you do. They don't have that creativity. They weren't meant to be in a leadership position in any way, shape, or form, which is why they are now losing it, because everything is coming to light and people are seeing it. And they're ashamed and trying to hide away. Right? You had the Moon. Had hidden intentions, hidden reasons, secrets. And the Hierophant just like, nah, I see you. What are you talking about? Like, look, I see everything. And we're gonna be like dressed. We're gonna be fair. Everything will be stable. Everything will be balanced. That's what pillars mean: stable, balance, security, and stuff like that. Keeping holding everything together. So it's like, and then these bugs are holding keys. It's like they don't want you to find the key to yourself or the key to life or the key to happiness or anything, way, shape, or form. They wanted you to be closed off or just lost. Then we have the Four of Wands. Okay. And the Four of Wands is something about like dating, being in a relationship, or technically in my romantic tarot deck, it's a whole marriage. So either way, it was a connection, a relationship, a marriage, a partnership that wasn't traditional in any way, shape, or form. They had secrets or they had secret or hidden intentions that they didn't tell you. And whoever like arranged this marriage, I'm pretty sure they didn't even tell the arranged person. All right, now we have the Page of Swords, God the Refuge, with refuge, govern dreams and reveal mysteries hidden from mortals. Right, look, and that Page of Swords is all about being on guard, right? Being alert, paying attention to your surroundings. Um, this angel is trying to help you do that, and then if like even if like I said before, with that spiritual conversation, communication, even if you can't like you're not paying attention to it, your third eye is still picking up on everything. But it's like if you don't trust yourself or believe in yourself, you're not believing what your third eye is trying to tell you, or what your higher self is literally telling you, like, ma'am, this happened right in front of your face. How did you not see it? Like that kind of thing. And then we have the Nine of Cups, guide the kindest giver with healing, preserve health, and curing disease. Right, with that, we have that healer twice, pretty much. Right? And the Nine of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment, but wish fulfillment. And I know, like, in certain religions, they try to, like, paint God off to just be, like, this person that just punish everybody. But it's like, he only punish you if you do something wrong. If you don't do anything wrong, why would he punish you or have the need to punish you? There's no reason. There's no need, right? And okay, what popped in my head is Job. So I'm gonna use Job as an example. Okay, he had, I don't know why I want to say 13 kids. It might not be 13. Okay, it might have been less, but he had like kids and a wife and a family, a good life and stuff like that. And then pretty much the devil was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure. I bet you I can get I can get Job to like pretty much denounce you, but like he no longer believe in God and da 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 da." And God was like, "No, he's good. He's loyal. He's fine. He's always gonna love me. I love him. We're good. I know him. I know him. Okay, our relationship is good. It's solid, right?" The devil was like, "Nah, I bet you I can do it. I can do it. Let me do it." And then God was like, "All right, go ahead, do it. But what you can't do, you cannot kill anybody because you don't have the power to give life, so you cannot take life." Okay? Already told you. Already. With Artemis. Hunting and birth and all that other stuff. Like, devil cannot give life. So do not take life, is what God pretty much told him. The devil started off with making Job sick, having sores, and back in that days, like if you're sick or have any type of disease or anything like that, you're being punished by God, and for your wrongdoings, you need to repent and all this other stuff. Job, no, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. He kept praying and worshiping God. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna stick it through, cause he saw me through. Okay, he gonna see me through this, right? Friends, oh, just renounce God and die. Just say there's no God. You no longer love God, and just die. And did it all down to his wife. Lost all his kids, even his wife. Okay? Remember who was in control of this whole little thing? The devil. What did God say? Do not take anybody's life because you cannot give it. Right? Who backfired and went against what he was supposed to do? Wasn't God. He kept his word. Okay? You go ahead, try to play ruckus in his life so he can denounce me, whatever. You go ahead. You do that. To the end of the day, Job didn't do it whatsoever. When everybody else is trying to say, you do this, you do that, do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da, Job never did it. He stayed on the side of God. Okay? And God was like, told you. Our relationship is solid. I know who he is. He know who I am. We're good. Now, as a reward for trusting and loving me and believing in me oh so much, Job, everything that you lost, you get it right back 10 times more. You got a whole new family, got another kid, another kids, another job, more money, because he lost money as well. All of it. Got it right back. Plus more. So it's like, this person is literally just trying to play the role of the devil, and you might be Job, and Spirit is just like, I see you. Just the Hierophant. Like, bitch, I see you. Some people actually have faith and see it through, and God rewards them. And then those people that gave up, there's no God, there's no this, are now looking at those people that continue to help, like, stand firm in their faith, and looking like, well, why is this person getting this and this person getting this when I did the same thing? I went through the same thing and nothing happened. It's like, because you gave up. That kind of thing. But no one want to hear that. Nobody want to realize that, because you have to admit it, that you gave up. Right? All those friends and everybody that was saying like, oh, they believe in God, they trust God. It's like, okay, but when there's a little obstacle, a little bit of struggle, you're giving up. That kind of thing. And they actually try to help you, because it's an unfinished synchrony. This person is going to, you're just going to continue getting stopped at the same point, because it's not going to grow. Anyway, shape or form, because it's not meant to. Light and dark don't mix. Like, clothes wise, yes, but like spiritually wise, no. Like, positive and negative, what happened? If you're positive, you become less positive. If you're negative, you become more negative. It just decreased. It doesn't mix well. Then we have body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. Alright? Exercising that self-love, self-care, self-trust. Caring for your energy, taking, like, before, take a timeline of your life. Okay? How I would say? If you remember, like, when you was a certain age, what you mostly felt, look at who was in your life at that point in time, and like how long they was in your life. Like, let's say you was always angry, right? And before that, you wasn't this angry person, but at some point in time, this person came in your life, and this person been in your life for like 6 years, and you went through like this 6 years, and you was nothing but angry. It's just like deduction, put it together. Then we have oracle cards, your ability to decipher answers and guidance for yourself and others. Right, so some of y'all could be tarot readers, or just simply alchemists and healers with this body work and stuff like that. But that also, with that discernment, you start to be able to know who needs to work on themselves, who needs to heal, versus who. Okay, I would say like everybody needs to heal, but those that want to versus those that don't. Right? We won't waste your time with that. And then we have soulmating. But you have multiple soulmates, not just one. And there's not just romantic, there's platonic. So, but with that soulmating, it's like you meeting your soul family and connecting with them and realizing the people that you connect with is part of your soul family, and people that you don't, which is simply this person, is not part of your soul family, is not a soulmate. Or even if they were, right, with this healing coming out here, there was a karmic, which means that in a past life you was connected to this person at some point in time, or in a relationship with this person at some point in time, but it was a codependent relationship, which is why it didn't work out and you had lessons to learn. And you didn't learn the lesson in that life, which is why you're learning it in this life. And it's important for you to learn those lessons so you don't repeat those cycles and continue to do it and hurting yourself and thinking that spirit is doing something to you when it's really you doing it to yourself. Right? Then we have which at the end of the world, an important end, a new beginning. Right? We already had the world that came out here, and we already had new beginnings. Like, spirit saying like, nah, this is a wrap. It's time to wrap this up. Like, it's time to wrap this up. I mean, they doing way too much, or the power that they have, they abused it. Also, with abandonment here, I keep saying it, but I'm pretty sure not everybody believe me. Not saying that there's loopholes for certain things, because, God has hard, concrete, do not do this, do not do that, don't do this, don't do that, kind of thing. But some of them, I don't say if your back's against the wall and you call it, that you have to do it, you push to do it, then fine. But abandonment, like if they're in a marriage, right, in a relationship, you're like, oh, I have to stay with this person because divorce is, I would say divorce is an abomination, something like that, right? Or like taboo. It's really not. You can get a divorce. There's 4 ways for you to get a divorce. If they're abuse of any kind, addictions of any kind, abandonment of any kind, and adultery. He's real big on adultery. Okay? You cannot. We already have betrayal. So in some way, shape, or form, they did one of those 4 things, and or all of them, and God is just like, you can divorce this person. Those are grounds for divorce. I've been said that. It's in the book. Read it. Galileo literally says, read the Bible for yourself. He fought for that. Was cast out of church. he did all that. Okay? Read it for yourself. Understand it for yourself. Right? Because some parents are, you have to honor me because it's in the commandments. Honor thy mother and father. Okay? That's cool. That's fine. Now let's go into this New Testament, okay, where it says, provoke not your children to wrath. Now you being rude and sassy, and it's just like, no, you trying to use the Bible. So if you're using the Bible, let's use the Bible. I have to honor you, yes, but when you're literally provoking me, like I said before, with your back against the wall, whatever happens, happens. Like, you did that to yourself. You provoked me. You did that. And it's like, you can't be mad. Can't be upset. Can't be like, oh, I'm disobeying God. Like, no, I'm really not. I'm really not. You're the one that's doing that at that point in time. You're using the power or the position that you have to abuse me and take advantage of me. And don't fly. That's not going to fly. Like, now we have not a place like home. No place like home. Not a place. No place like home. Right? So it's just like, this person's going to try to use everything in the book. But the Hierophant coming out here, they might try to even use religion. And just like, what? So, you gotta start flipping through the Bible yourself. Like, come on now. And then we have milk and honey. Right? Because this ain't for you. This ain't the land God promised. We could have 50, and then we have 51. This is not for you. God's trying to find. This is not your home, right? Those karmics are not your home. Probably was a home to you at one point in time, right? Which is why you probably accepted it, right? But in this lifetime, it will not work, and it will not fit. Which is why once you heal it, and you heal from whatever you need to heal from, you start seeing them differently. You start waking up to certain things. And it's like once you heal from it, it's like you can't unheal from it. You like, it's like you saw the truth. Like you can't unsee it. That kind of thing. You know it. You can't unknow it. Like it's just like it keeps going. Like, but this focus, like you can't. It's like once you understand it, you can't like that kind of thing. With this person with the dementia, they want you to know it and unknow it, and it's like, you know how long it would take for me to unknow that? Like, and it was like, the more you come in my face and talk about it, the more I'm gonna remember it, and it's gonna be stuck in my head. So leave me alone. Like that kind of thing. And then we have, you are good enough. Now we're going into the family and home. Like, you're good enough. This person trying to make you feel like unstable, like you weren't good enough, like you were the problem when you weren't the fucking problem. Cause they weird. Then we have hero or heroine, female hero. Okay. Light aspect with passion for journey of a personal empowerment. Right? Everybody went into that. You sending new adventures, going on your healing yourself because this person was just gonna bring you down. That's before they gambled it, trying to leave you out in the cold, thinking you just gonna stay there struggling. What? Every time that would piss me off, right? Right? This person treated you as if you were some basic bitch, right? And the whole time they knew you weren't this basic ass bitch. It was like, why the fuck would you treat me if I was this basic bitch? Knowing that I'm not. That's why it's like I'm just like, they was gambling and they fucked over themselves. They trying to make it seem like you were the one that was gambling when it really was them. Like, you knew I wasn't basic. Because the amount of times when we doing the reading, we have, oh, like, you're different from everybody else around me. It's just like, the why the fuck you treating me like I'm like everybody else around you? Well, you know that I'm not. Make it make sense. It doesn't. Because this person is a walking disaster. Right? Dissipating. You like start closing things off, ending certain things, like it's bittersweet, but you start pulling back from certain things or certain people because you have to do what's best for you. You have to be the hero of your own story. Because some people are just dumb as shit, and I'm sorry I keep talking about this person in this fashion, but it's just like that makes no sense. Like, and there's a lot of people that do that. And it's like, but then if I was this basic ass bitch, you wouldn't have gave me this time of day. So why are you treating me as if I'm this basic bitch and want me to settle for being like this basic bitch? While I know, like, I might not have the best self-esteem, okay? But I know I don't deserve to be treated like this. Like, that kind of thing. And they trying to get you to be convinced that you deserve to be treated this way. And it's just like, no. 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 Because if you did it to them, they would be upset and then want to leave. And it's just like, duh. Of course. Because no one deserves to be treated this way. Then we have Baba Yaga with authenticity in the reverse. And they didn't want you to have this new beginning. They didn't want you to be yourself. They didn't want you to be unique, be individual, or to even just be authentically you, right? And it's just like, for what? How is that affecting you in any way, shape, or form? Like, it's like, you're weird. Now, I'm not saying I didn't date some weird people in my day, but it's just like, it's like, once you see that, you can't unsee that, man. It's like, you're weird, man. And it's like, this is why the relationship was never going to work. This makes so much sense. This is why this was happening. This is what this, like, you start, ooh, see, voice cracking. They don't, see, that's the authentic truth. Like, they don't want you to know something. And that's what's coming out. Like, they're trying to paint you off to be this liar that's manipulated when it's really them. Right now we have hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, reputation, persistent and working on it. And then we have separation with sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Oh, another song that was playing right in my headphones is Paramore, After All This Time I'm Still Into You. Yeah. They will love to work on this and rebuild this. But then it's just like, you already know it's a codependent relationship and you don't want no codependent relationship, which is why y'all no longer together. And even if there was a twin flame, right, with us listening to this ego, once y'all separate, y'all both tame y'all ego, right? And y'all both work on yourself, right, with this sabotage, because the ego is what sabotage y'all. But We have the runner. We don't even have to chase it out yet. So it's not even a cold, not even like a real twin flame relationship. Okay, I have to look at my hand. It's not a real true flame relationship. It's just a karmic relationship, and it's just. It serves no purpose. Then we have healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freeing yourself from a toxic relationship or addiction. I already told you, those are grounds for the divorce. Grounds for divorce. Is it like multiple parts of the Bible? I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm pretty sure it was Peter. No, Saul. Peter was the disciple. Paul was the one that said it. Saul that turned into Paul. He said it. So whatever book he wrote is in there, and I know it's in the New Testament. So there's a lot of things that if you look and you read, you realize like the way people are trying to paint spirit to be or paint God to be is as this one way type of person is like he is one way, but he also like understand like there's circumstances that happen, and not all marriage or relationships are the best. Okay, some people abuse their power. He knows this. Like, so he made things. So like, if those happen, you can get out of it. If there's a will, there's a way. He was the one that created those ways. Okay, and the wills. Then we have pretty much judgment. Right, that final decision, judgment call. Right. Let me put it this way. Because now with the Hierophant and then judgment coming out is like this is divine intervention or like a spiritual like decision that's being made. A very like very. We even have like a end like an important ending brings a new beginning. Like this is yeah. Because there's need to be done. And then we have the Page of Wands, right? Going on a venture, very curious, going out there, seeking the truth, finding the truth, wondering. Um, you have the Two of Cups. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like, you going out there probably dating, talking to people, try to, see if you can reconcile with certain people, if you could see eye to eye with certain people, connecting with certain people. But you being courageous about it and brave about it after you heal from that certain situation and healing your heart. And you're not jumping, like with the Two of Cups, like you're not jumping into relationships and stuff like that. You like, communicating and connecting with people. No, because I don't like how you looking at this crystal. So, but we have the healing heart. So I was like, why this person wasn't authentic or try to paint themselves off? Because just popped in my head was 2 Chainz. Like, I'm different. They try to tell you like they different from everybody else around them or everybody else that you ever dated, right? The truth is, they could be. They were. They was the worst of them all. That's how they was different. Got it. Like, that's how they was different. They was the worst of them all. Right? 3 of Wands. That's the options. Right? You being open to options that's being presented to you, or options that you have. You looking into them rather than just taking the first offer. Like, you actually like looking, reading, and seeing like what do you resonate with, what matches with you. Right? And then also with the angels being out here, this symbol, you see it in like hospitals and stuff like that. It's a symbol for Archangel Raphael. Right? He's all about love and also healing. So, like I said, love. There's different kinds of love, and this person's love is very it's a disaster, very dangerous, toxic. You even had that here, manipulative, unstable. Why won't an angel help you? When I said like he's all about love. Of course he's gonna help you. That's his MO. Somebody trying to take his thing and use it to abuse and manipulate people. And it's like, no, he will never stand for that. Especially if he's all about healing. He will never stand for that. Never stand for that. Right? And then we have the Seven of Cups. Right? Trying to give you a whole bunch of illusions and stuff like that. All those glitters. Right? You confused on which one to pick. But it's like one cup that actually has your face on it. And then I just realized the hand motion. Person's just sitting here like, are you serious? Like you don't know which cup to pick? Like seriously? Like hands on hip, like you're seriously telling me. Like you're seriously telling me you don't see the cup that is for you. Like kind of thing. And some people don't see it. They are daydreaming in the illusions. Can't see things clearly. Whereas we have the snake temptation, we have ghosts and stuff like that. Haunted, possessed, and stuff like that. We also have horseshoe, trying to get rich quick kind of stuff. It's just like and we literally have one with your face. It's like, you seriously don't see it? Like, you seriously? Like, what popped in my head is, Beauty and the Beast, where like everything was like able to move and walk around, and then the wardrobe having a hand on the hips. Like, you really, like, you're telling me like you really don't see this outfit. And then we have the Five of Swords. Like, yeah, just being short-sighted and trying to play dumb, pretend like you don't see it, and it's like, you seriously trying to tell me that you do not see it? Like, and or trying to hide it with something else or paint it off to be something else, and that's all short-sighted. We have Five of Swords like 3 times, and it's like spirits like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Then we have the Ace of Wands with the Patient God, fertility and multiplying, protection against despair, help one be patient. Okay. I was like, I don't like how he's holding this wand, but he's used to being patient with certain things. Like, if somebody is trying to be like jump into sex automatically, you're now seeing like the short-sighted end of this. Like, you're starting to see like, well, everybody that do that, not saying that they don't take you seriously, but nothing goes from it after that, right? Just y'all just stuck there and stuff like that, and it's like they really just, or they just want to have a kid with you. Like, you starting to realize the importance of knowing who your partner is, and knowing if you can trust them, or if they even good with kids, or even if they know who they are, if they can take care of themselves and they can raise themselves. That's how you know they can raise a kid. If they can't, it's just like, why am I having a kid with you? That makes no sense. I have to raise you and this kid, kind of thing. And then we have the Five of Wands, which is nothing but conflict and fighting, right? But we have God, listen, and concealment. What I said with the Hierophant, like, they trying to do something in secret, and then God was just like, I see you. You don't think I see you? Like, they try to do something in secret, hoping that it will never get back to you, because you will never find out, right? They like kind of keep looking over their shoulder, probably projecting a whole bunch of things onto you that they were doing, but it's their conscience that was eating them alive and getting at them, because they know what they was doing was fucked up and was wrong, but they couldn't come clean or even own up to it or say what needs to be said, speak their truth. And that's why you're walking away and leaving. And another song, right, that that's still into you, right, that popped in my head, what other than that, was James Arthur, and he was singing about healing as well. So it was like, this person is still into you after all this time. Even y'all, like, if y'all broke up like years ago, this person is still into you. But rather than telling people that they still into you, that they still want you, they still love you, they still care for you, they this, that, and the third, they're trying to paint you off as somebody that missed out on them when you didn't miss out on anything. You didn't miss out on anything. Nothing. Missed out on nothing. Like, Like I said before, the example I keep getting for this person is an anchor. They do nothing but sink. You miss nothing. You miss nothing. They're still falling. Nothing. Like, that's, you miss nothing. You want to see them fall? Like, you know they're gonna fall. Like, that's all it means. Like, they just falling. At some point, they're gonna hit the bottom. Now, if you're there, they're gonna try to use you as a cushion so they won't hit that bottom, right? So they can land on you, and or they feel like attaching to you make them go up, and it doesn't. It just brings you down. They just still fall. I believe they just fall slower than they were before. It's more weight. So they probably just continues like fall faster kind of thing. It all depends on them. Well, technically, if you're in a higher light, right, negative plus or minus, it just makes that positive less negative. Oh, less positive. So, yeah, all how you look at it. Then we have the Five of Wands and the ways with political and ambitions, politics and ambitions, winning judgments, and protect all those who seeks the truth. Right? You're trying to seek that knowledge. You already had that out with that Five of Swords, and God's providing you that knowledge. Well, Source is providing you that knowledge and that information so you can win this judgment. You can make the right decision to move on. Then we have leaderships with take charge of the situation. Because if you leave it up to this person, nothing will get done. You will never find the answers. You even have your decipher. Like, you probably started watching like tarot videos and stuff like that, and you might not fully understand like how a reader might be able to pick up on everything that's going on with you, or how like when you reading or looking at the cards and I'm saying something, you be like, oh, like I picked up that too, and it's like, yeah, same sis. Like, it's with this person, they were reading, they try to like flip it and try, make it something completely different, and it's just like, because they don't have the intuition, they're closed off. Then we have nourishment, your conduit healing work. You conduct healing work with your culinary skills. Alright, some of y'all, I said before, some of y'all can be tarot readers, understand tarot. Some of y'all can just literally be chefs and cooks and bakers, and that helps heal people. Also help heal you and stuff like that, because you no longer focusing on thinking on something, you're focusing on the recipe and putting all your time and effort and energy into making sure it tastes good and everything works out the way it needs to work out. Then we have colors. There's a lot of green and red. I can say that much. And then we have the violet angel with breaking through. Well, breaking dawn, not breaking through, but still. Breaking dawn is technically a breakthrough. The sun is peeking through, so. Alright, because that's what I was looking at over here, and then that came out. So it's like, your happiness and your abundance is shining through. It's like slowly coming, or like you can see it over the horizons, and you know you're still going after it. They have I'm gonna show it to you because it's not simplicity. It's like a coincidence. Like, some of y'all, like, if you don't, like, try, like, watching the tarot videos, be like, oh, is this a coincidence? And I'm like, she's picking up on it, so now she's right, and da-da-da-da-da. Or that person might be like, oh, it's just a coincidence, right? When it's not, really. It's like, you can look at the tarot or oracles as literally, like, statistics. Not everything I say, all the things that I'm saying is going to be, like, your story. Might be like 70 or 80% right, but that still doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure 70 and 80 is like a B. Because if I was like 100%, you're the only one that's 100% right. Like to get that full A, because you're the one in this situation. But it's just tarot, me, is also helping you along with the answers and the things that you don't know that's happening behind the scenes to get you to that 100%. So start connecting things and putting things together so you can make this decision to get out of this whatever you in, the situation that you're in. Alright, then we have you and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. So you might have some family members that you wasn't talking to or that you couldn't be around due to this person you're in a relationship with. They missed you. You missed them. You about to go reconcile. Either they help you heal from this relationship, move on, move forward. And which part I'm on to now? Romance and social life, right? It's like you're not saying you might be meeting somebody new, like yeah, seeing eye to eye, and it's just like you need to know yourself and know what you like, care for yourself, love yourself to find that person that meets you halfway, know what you want, okay? And if you don't, then it's like, what's the point of dating, kind of thing. And then it's like once you know what you want and you're dating and stuff like that, you will realize there's a lot of people that's out there dating that don't know what the fuck they want, which is why it can cause more disasters. They just don't want to be alone, kind of thing. Then we have Exorcist, the light aspects for freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. Yeah. Told you this person was a walking disaster. What I said, I didn't call him the devil, but damn near close to it. And then we have completion, right? Letting it go and walking away as you should, because this person. We have almost all the chakras out other than green. But I said before that there was a lot of green. Like your heart is all over the place pretty much. Your emotions is all over the place. That's pretty much what I'm getting. But you're starting to listen to it more. Connect to it. Or need to. In order to put this to completion, because the heart chakra, like we had the health here before, but your heart's desires. Your heart chakra is the translator for like the spiritual to the three lower, right? Because the three lower is primal, right? That's earthly. While the three upper is more spiritual. Your heart is a mixture of both, right? And so let's say your lower speaks English, but your spiritual speaks Spanish. Your heart is bilingual. If your spiritual is saying something in Spanish to your like right here with this purple and the root, it's not gonna understand. Not already said like there's no heart here. Like it's not gonna understand. It's like okay, and just walk off and be like I don't know what that person said, who they was talking to, or what they was talking about. It had nothing to do with me, right? Because blue is all about like your throat chakra, expression, you're communicating, right? And your yellow is your solar plexus, taking action. So you're no longer, like I was before with the Six of Pentacles, you're no longer giving to people or spending time with people that's like choosing to misunderstand you. Like y'all don't speak the same language, y'all don't connect in no way, shape, or form. Then we have the Valkyries in reverse. So there's no redemption. They don't have no honor, no nothing. They just want to fight, just to fight. Even if they losing, they still fighting for something. Like, and it's like, what are you fighting for? You lost. And it's like they want to. You know those people like when they lose or they're like a sore loser and they be like, best 3 out of 5, and it's like, bruh. Like it's like because I won this time. You think like, oh, I must be tired from this win, so I won't win the next time, or I won't win the next. It's just like, bruh, leave it alone. That kind of thing. I had to do to somebody in church. was her fault. I literally said I do not play because she's a sore loser. She's also a sore loser, a sore winner. And she thought I wasn't playing because she was gonna beat me. And it was like midway through the game. When I told you I I passed up, she was like, I'll let you have this one. It's just like, you didn't let me have anything. I literally came into the game halfway. Like, what are you talking about? That kind of thing. It's like, what? You didn't let me have anything. I beat you fair and square. Like, then we have keys on a ring with multiple options, decisions, unconventional, stringing along, one night stand. Right? They try to string you along. Right? So you won't give to other options or look into other options, leave them, or any way, shape, or form. It's like they try to abandon you. Yeah? Now we have the lunar dragon, which is the moon. Right? Things that was being hidden is now coming to light, or those secrets. Or your psychic abilities, that's also popped in my head. Because he's holding the moon and then that looks like a new moon. So either way, it's like, I want to say like you're going with the flow of the moon. Like where the moon is full, then it's new, it cleanses, it winds and stuff like that. It releases. It does a lot of things. You're going with that type of flow. Then we have the Knight of Swords. And Knight of Swords is all about like going after things like very fast and courageous, but also we have that impulse here. So it's like you calming that down, you being patient, I was like being courageous about it rather than just being impulsive. But then we have the Two of Swords, like reverse. So like where he was in like a stalemate, couldn't see things clearly, not moving forward. Then we have Death reverse. Oh yeah, you jumped in a relationship that wasn't great for you. You need to get out of that. But another thing, well, wasn't on video, that popped in my head is like, say you used to date what other people recommended to you. You no longer doing that because the people that are trying to find you a date or somebody that you should date don't really know who you are, don't know what you like, and don't know your type. So they're finding people that they think you might like, or like they secretly like and want to date, but they're trying to use you as like this anchor for this person to continue to be around them, or talk to them, or socialize with them. And we have the Eight of Swords. Right, rushing into something that's actually a trap. That's why it's something about the using discernment and your trust. Because the Two of Swords is something about having a blindfold, and this bug has a blindfold over its eyes. Like you rushed into something blindly. Hey, it's having a sword. You rushed into a trap. A setup. An ambush. And we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and you can't defend yourself. You rushed into something that you weren't prepared or equipped to deal with. Then we have Uriel, which is an archangel, with the Tower, with Fire of God. We had fire before, with Death. The Tower, and the Tower moment is a shift. You already have this unstable relationship. That's what the Tower is for. It's gonna fall apart. Make that big sudden change, sudden shift. Then we have disruption, warning of disasters, aid in transition. Right? Remember, where's the Page of Swords? Like, Like they both cherubs, okay? They might look like baby angels, okay? Fine. But you see how this one is like leaning on the sword and trying to read something, but this mouth is covered. Whereas Archangel Uriel, he has the sword in his hand. He's ready to go. He know the information. He's no longer studying. He's no longer have to be on alert. Like he knows what he's looking for. He's going after it and cutting it out. And then we have creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. However that looks like to you. Like I said, it might be bacon, it might be tarot. However floats your boat. Okay? And then we have healing. Whatever how healing looks like to you. It could be drawing, it could be writing poems, making songs, journaling, whatever it is. Alright, then we have Angel de la Muertes with transition into the spirit realm. Nah, my chair been pulling my hair all day, and this chair never did that shit before. So they're trying to like pull you, hold on to you. But that's probably why you need to do an exorcism. They're trying to bond you, pull onto your energy in some way, shape, or form. I don't know if this was in the reverse or I'll put it in the reverse. But I don't really read the reversals. But it says here and now. But it was, when I looked down, it was upside down. So it's here and now, but this person trying to put you in the past. Like I said, they're trying to, like I said, it's a karmic situation, it's a past life situation. They're trying to make it now. And it's like you can't bring the past into the present. It's not meant to last. It will collapse. Pretty much. And they don't seem to give a fuck. What it seems like, what it's given. They don't care. They just want what they want. And now we get into your money. So we have your commitment is being tested. Right? If it's a job or if there's a relationship, it's affecting your money. And it's like, which one is more important to you? This unstable, unhealthy ass relationship with this toxic male or toxic female, or your sense of stability, how you can provide for yourself? Which one is it? That's why I'm saying your commitment is being tested. You have to choose. Not between your job, but you and them. Okay. Just in case it wasn't. You have Saboteur with shadow aspect, with induce self-destructive behaviors or desires to undermine others. Wow, this was in the first. Seen that it was a shadow, but I have to read it like I've read it. Hold on. Alright. Saboteur. Shadow aspect. And pretty much just said that. You letting go of somebody that's just gonna sabotage your life, like I've been saying. Then we have creativity, well, creation. Put it over here. I'll be fucked up if you get me right here. I'll do the same thing I told you that I never would. Told you I changed even when I know I never could. Yeah. Nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay. Yeah, this person will never tell you that though. But that's literally how they feel. Stay. They tell you the same thing. And nobody else as good as you. They know that they can't find nobody else as good as you. They tell you to change when they know they never could and they never would. And they tell you the things even though they know they could never do it. They make promises that they can't keep. But they do that so you can stay. Then we have Hepfur with contentment. But it's also in the reverse. And she's pregnant. So it's just like being pregnant or getting into a relationship with by the wrong person. Like I said before, not every like just because you can have a kid doesn't mean you should be a parent in any way, shape, or form. Like this person can't even take care of themselves. How can they take care of a kid? Okay. Then we have the butterfly with relationship evolving to the next phase, healing inner child and growth. Right? We have the healing heartbreaks, or you healing that inner child and growing and evolving into like new relationships and new developments. Where before, probably let's say it was all superficial. Now you're looking for relationships with substance. And now we have temperance, right? Bringing things into balance, balancing things out. Like the things that was kept secret from you, Spirit is now exposing them, so you can see what was actually happening, what was happening behind your back and stuff like that. So you can make the right decision. Like I said before, so you can make the right decision in order to move on and move forward. And putting things into balance. And temperance cards is also, it has a path in it, right? So it's like, also we have this like becoming more spiritual, right? There's an angel in the temperance card, and like you balancing out and being more harmony and peaceful with yourself, like the waters, the emotions, right? Getting more control over your emotions and stuff like that. Incorporating your spiritual aspect into your earthly aspects, your day to day, and being balanced with mind, body, and soul, but also with spirit and co-creating with spirit. And they're balancing with you and stuff like that. Y'all creating together with this creation, right? So we have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We have the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and damn it, she got nipples out. And the Lovers. But I can cover her. It's fine. Boom. Yeah, I even talked about Archangel Raphael. Look at him. Just a swooping down like, nah, I swear, this is not love. You're not about to do this. And, right? To this Queen of Cups, is loving, caring, nurturing person. Right? And walk away from this relationship that's going to be nothing but burdens. Because it's not going to work out. And then we have the Ace of Wands reverse. Funny enough, because we have the Ace of Wands here, and it was something about like fertility, multiplying. And then we have this person that's pregnant in the reverse. It's like, then we also have protection against despair and helping one be patient, which temperance is all about. Like, they're helping you learn this lesson of being patient, not jumping into a relationship just cause not everything is meant to work out or will work out. It could just literally just be like lust. Alright, then we have the Ten of Pentacles reverse. It doesn't lead to anything. It was locked doors. Even y'all might have keys, but the keys does not open the door. What I said earlier with the Hierophant. You both might have keys, but that key does not open the door. And even if it opens your door, their key doesn't open their door or their side of the door. So therefore, they would be like, oh, they could just come through my door. Like, no, that's not how that works. They can't go because they don't have the key. Point blank period. There's no longevity. There's no legacy. No generational wealth. No nothing. no nothing. Then we have the King of Swords. Right? Like I said before, they know that and want you to unknow that, and it's like, no, they will fall flat on their face if you if you do that to everything. Like, no, you need to walk away from this disaster. You know what popped in my head? Because I was looking at what's going on here. So it was like, imagine, right? You know who you are, okay? You know yourself. Imagine you see this person just sitting on this log, and out of nowhere they fall over and hurt themselves in some way, shape, or form, right? I know I gotta turn away and walk away because I'm gonna laugh in that person's face. Because it's just like, how you do that? I'm still nice and caring and compassionate, but it's just like, how did you do that? And the reason why it happened, that's fair. Trying to like, no, like trying to protection, right? Because they trying to do something to stop you, and because I said over here, like their eyes are closed, right? And they're refusing to see how they are the disaster, and they trying to providing you nothing but burdens, and this is the reason why you're walking away. But they feel like, oh, this is a love soulmate connection, and da 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 da. When it's not, it's not. It's a codependent relationship. There is no longevity. There's no nothing. It's just karmic. It's not even meant to be in your life, which is why it doesn't last. It's not meant to last, which is why there's a tower. You don't destroy your house and put the house back up. Like, no. it's broken. Say you have a sad squirrel. Now they sad because the truth is known. And then look at the clouds. Look at everything that had clouds. The amount of times I showed you clouds. Clouds just try to tell you like they wanted you to have clouded judgment and stuff like that. And then there's different kinds of clouds. Like look at all this. Like he's literally sitting in the clouds. You could be like his heads are in the clouds. He's refusing to see something clearly. And oh no, they all great, right? He's neutral. Just he's fine doing it. Also, the butterflies are the same way. Like they're neutral or fine and cool and dandy with not seeing things clearly. You not seeing things clearly. Being in this confusion, illusion, false sense of reality kind of thing. And it's just like that was like how you fell over just sitting down. Like nobody touched you. Like that would be my thing. Like what happened? Like in the Nine of Swords. We had that over here. Rushing into something, being impulsive, not trying to see clearly, falling for a trap. And something that you can't defend yourself. Can't get yourself out of. Can't. Well, if there's a will, there's a way you can get yourself out of. But, like, that fight that you have to put up with. At some point, you just, like I said before, they just wanted you to stop fighting and just settle with what they're giving you and providing you as if it's great. I wanted to say something to write home about. Like they really think they some hot shit when they not. But to each his own. Okay, to each his own. Then we have the High Priestess, God, the external lasting. And then we have success, protection from like anybody that's trying to wish you ill harm or anything like that. That's probably why that person fell over, because it was like no weapons formed against you shall prosper. And it's just like, bro, you either was about to, going to, plan to, and all the angels was like, boop, no. Like, I don't know why it's like a face palm, and that was a hard face palm, like just no, and then just oh. Sometimes what pops in my head is Hulk with Loki with the and then puny God and walk away. Like there's like, bruh, you trying to paint yourself off to be this larger than life, like you this God and something like that, and it's just like not all, like you can't handle what's being provided to you. You can't fight back. Like this. Now that video popped in my head like fight back. And he's just like like on the floor. So it's like, yeah, just leave this person alone. Okay, just walk away. Cause like, there's a lot of things. Cause now we're talking about your money, but this person, there will be no growth, no abundance, no anything. Like if you walk away, it's like you walk away from the problem, they would like to tell you that there would be no growth, no involvement, no no involvement, no evolution or anything like that. When it's like, no, like y'all on two totally different levels, two totally different things. And hold on, cause don't this person look like he got two keys in his hand? No, you holding on to two keys while he's holding on to a sword. And so even if you have the keys to go through, you're not opening that door as long as they're there, which is simply slowing down your growth. Or both keys is wrong because they doesn't go for your door, and it's like even if it does, this is not the person that is meant to help you get through that door. So, oh, you ever been to like an escape room and like you solve a problem? Okay, like there's different things and certain ways you're supposed to go about it, and it's like you. Well, the one I went to was like we was already in the room, and then we had to go to another room. There was another room, but we ended up opening the third room before even opening the second room. To be honest with you, I didn't even know there was a second room. I didn't know there was a second room. I thought the third door was the second room and that was it. Like, nah, they was like, so even like they allowed us to go through because we solved the problem, but it was just like, they literally just said like you don't really need to be in here by like right now. Like we're gonna open it, it's open, but like the way that we imagine like it's just jumping around in a test kind of thing. Like by the time we got the riddle for that part to open that door, we didn't need to do it because we already did it. We didn't have the riddle, but we solved it kind of thing. And technically, we didn't really solve it. They was just playing around. So it's like that. Like, but like even if though that door was open, there was nothing we can do in there because we didn't know what the hell to do in there because everything else was in this second room that we didn't know existed yet. Right, then we have writing. You heal, inspire, and teach, and entertain with the words you write. And we have wellness. That's pretty much self-explanatory. You start healing, taking care of yourself. Things get better. Your health get better. Right? And I said that before. Like you are like this healer, this activist. You inspire other people to start doing the same thing. Then we have lantern fairy with a clear solution. Then hermit holds a lantern. Does he not? Is this lantern lit? No, because this King of Swords is refusing to see things clearly. Right, and then we have a thinker. Right, you have the answers and the inspiration and the thought process and the creativity and the imagination, and this person does not. And they were trying. I won't say they were trying to take it from you or attach to you. Seeing that my chair keep trying to pull me, attach themselves to you so they can benefit off of you in some way, shape, or form, or just because what popped in my head was like, let's say they're also creative or artists, right? And you also create and like paint, right? You paint, they sculpt. They're jealous of your paintings, right? Because they can't paint. And let's say you're just like, oh well, you sculpt and I can't really sculpt or stuff like that, and I like your sculptors and da 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 da. Let's say one day I switch and you sculpt, and it's like your sculpture is better than theirs, and it's like not only you're a better painter, if you really applied yourself and take the time to learn, you can also be a better sculptor. And it's like you're just a better artist than them in any way, shape, or form. And they try to connect with you or attach to you to keep you stuck so you don't surpass them. Oh, you ever watch American Next Top Model? One of the models said that that's pretty much what happens. Like, if you win, your career could never surpass Tyra's. They control it. So it's like that's pretty much what this person was trying to do. Then we have now with this was your money. I'm pretty sure this was like your career and your life purpose. Right? I already kind of sort of hinting over here what your life purpose is because this is the life purpose deck. But we have conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. I already said that the things that were secret to you or hidden from you is now coming to light. So that's why the conclusions are in their reach. Like it will be easier for you to make a certain decision because you know everything that was happening or being presented to you. Right, that light aspect because it came back like you're leaving out all sabotagers and stuff like that, being the hero of your own story and healing yourself and fighting for those healings and defending yourself. So as before, you probably would have just let people push you around. Like now, you like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I don't like that. I don't care. I'm not going. Like, we have gossip. Now we have green. You see, like you're defending yourself, crossing your hand. You know, people want to gossip about. Which one's just talking about? Art, look at her hands. When people trying to gossip about you, pin you against each other, anything like that, you just like, I'm not gonna feed into this. I'm not gonna care because I know what I can do, what I bring to the table, and what they bring to the table. And if I don't, like right now, if you don't, like find that out so people can't manipulate you and abuse their power over you like this. Then we have this looked like a number to me, so I'm just gonna show you, but it's also in the reverse. So that in the reverse, so you're not releasing something, you're holding on to it way too damn tight, and you need to let it go. You need to let it go and move on. Walk away from it. The Eight of Cups. Right, and even in the Eight of Cups, he's dropping the key. So it was like, this person could have been walked away, dropped the key, picked up the key, and think like, oh, so this must mean something. It's like, no, it could have just been that they left this key so they can come back and use it as an excuse. Right? Probably thinking like, oh, this person has a key so they can come back anytime and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, just because they have a key doesn't mean that they're going to come back. Plus, I can change the locks. That's the thing. Locks are not hard to come by. Like, it's just like, I'm looking at this house, so it's just like, even if they have the key to your house, the key to your place, you can just simply change the locks. Like, oh, they have the key to your heart. No, they don't. They never did. Like, they try to use the key to be like a ploy, a tactic, to make it seem like they do when they didn't. You know that. Which is why you're stuck at this door. There's no longevity. They cannot get through. You can't get through because you're not meant to go with this you're not meant to go through this door with this person. You ever watch Kuroko's basketball? Remember when at a certain point, I'm gonna say Karapika, but that is not him. That's I'm gonna go with, if you watch the show, I forgot his name, but he has red hair, right? And everybody else is Japanese. He was like an American Japanese kind of thing, right? Him. And like he was getting into the zone, or at some point in the zone, like he was stuck. He couldn't get through, right? Cause even with Almine, right? See, I remember him with Almine, because it was kind of sort of the same thing. With Almine, it was just, oh, the only person that can beat me is me, right? So he was never able to get through that doorway, as well as, name still escaped me. I thought it was gonna come, but still escaped. But I know it starts with a K. And it's like once he started to open himself up to realizing like, yes, this is basketball. Yes, I want to be the best. But even if I fail or fall short, I miss the shot, I have a teammate. It's a team. I have somebody else that's gonna like catch the rebound and make it for me. Even if it's not it's not 3 points like I wanted it, we still get points, kind of thing, right? Working together, kind of thing. And then he was able to then go through that door, right? And realize like realize like he doesn't need to do everything by himself, because the whole point of a team is to have like a support, pretty much. He doesn't make the shot, somebody catch a rebound. And we have mask, not showing true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, dupe, and gaslighting. Then we have the magus, which is the magician. Also, we already had the alchemist. That's what the magician do. Alchemize the energy around him to transform it and transmute it into pretty much Rick, like I was saying before. Transform and transmute it into what best suits you. Now we have the Six of Swords, Six of Wands reversed. So it's they feel like they won, or you feel like you won, but it's just self-fulfilled where it could have been better. Like, yeah, you in a relationship with this person, that's great, that's fine, that's dandy, but you're not happy. Or you'd be like, oh, but everybody want my person. Everybody wants the version of your person that's being presented to them, not what you actually have, sweetie. You see his true colors. Nobody wants that. You gotta. But if you with this person, you like, everybody want him, even though da 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 da. And it's like, okay, what Jordan would say, I don't want your problems. That kind of thing. That kind of thing. See, Two of Pentacles reversed. Like, they trying to juggle. BC keeps something secret and doing a very bad job at it. Very bad job. I don't mean to let, but very bad job at it. Very bad. This person tried to juggle. They didn't even know how to juggle. But technically, the two of Pentacles is a person doing a handstand and then juggling the pentacles on their foot. They don't know how to do a handstand. They don't know how to juggle something on their foot. They don't know how to do none of that. But feel accomplished. See, look at the clouds. Right, pay attention to the backgrounds. We had the sad squirrel. Like, this person is sad as hell. Like, nothing will come of this. There's no growth, no expansion, no nothing. Just failure. See, three of wands. No options coming to them. Like, oh, well, at least I'm not single. I'm not by myself. But you are. You alone with somebody that doesn't care about you, nor love you, nor know you, or care to know you. Where's the victory in that? I don't hear none. I don't see one. Not at all. Not at all. Then we have the Six of Swords. See, at least it came up, because I was like, I don't know where that came from. See, that's why I'm about to go into common waters, because that's not a victory. There is no sort of victory. And then the Six of Wands is like a victory after a very long battle. You fought this for so long for what? For what? You know, kind of thing. Then we have the Eight of Cups. You fought to walk away. The end up had to leave anyways. To go someplace calmer. Comfortable. Because this person was not meant to come with you in any way, shape, or form. Right? Their secrets was imploding or fighting with your happiness. You'll never be happy with this person. Y'all was never going to be happy together because they have secrets that they're fighting. They have some inner demons that they're dealing with or need to deal with. And they was taking them out on you. And then you was fighting battles that you didn't need to fight. It was none of your responsibility to fight, which is why we have the Five of Swords reversed over here. Pick and choose your battles wisely. You walked away. Continue walking away. Continue walking away. Right? Nine of Swords. You walked away and was worried, bittersweet. That's why the bittersweet was you crying, worried, and stressing out, up at night, and it's like you moving on to somewhere calmer where you don't have to do all that. This person want to make it seem like you won't have any options as great as them. They weren't great, and you know that they weren't great, which is why you're trying to leave. They might even try to like, oh, self-fulfilled prophecy, pop per. You break up with them and never date ever again, they'll feel accomplished. They'll feel accomplished. Because to them, even though, like I said, they was your downfall, they was the one that closed you off to dating and don't want to talk to nobody, meet nobody, so on anything like that, be romantically attached to anybody. To them, they see it as you can't feel and you can't find anybody that was better than them, and it's like, no, sweetie, we had trauma multiple times. Like this person traumatized you. You had PTSD from love and or relationships, which is why now you don't trust people. Okay, with that closure issue, you don't trust people due to this person. But they so delusional that they thinking that's not it. It's because you can't find nobody else as great as me. And it's like, you not great. You are different than everybody else I ever dated, yes. Because you were the worst of them all. Of everybody I ever dated, you was the worst of them all. And I don't want to know what else is out there. Like, that kind of thing. So, and they probably in the next relationship ruining somebody else's life. And they feel like that's an accomplishment because they're in a relationship and you're not. And it's just like, I might not be in a relationship, but I'm happy. Can't say the same for you. Because you're worried about what I'm doing. Right? And it's like, I'm happy. Can't say the same for your girlfriend. Can't say the same for the partner that you, like, that kind of thing. You can't, like, y'all not on the same frequency. You're not on the same level. But yet they sit here trying to stun on you and play, like, flex on you. And it's like, with that gossip, it's like, well, she's single, yes, but she's happy single by herself, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Where you over here doing this, and the third in a relationship. What was really the big flex? Like, what we really gossiping about? So it's like, you worried about what the next person's saying. That's why it's vanity, and that's like one of the 7 deadly sins. Because it's like, you worried about what the next person's saying and holding on way too tight to what they say, when it's like, this person don't know themselves, don't know a hole from a, like, don't know a hole in the wall, can't tell the forest from the trees, can't tell nothing, bro. But you're listening to them and holding on to everything that they're saying, trying to appease them, and wondering why your life is miserable and stuff like that. Because misery loves company. They're lost. They want you to be lost as well. And it's just like, no. Seriously, like, no. For one, somebody have a compass, okay? And it's like, either you bump into somebody that has a compass, you find a compass, pick it up, you use it, get back on track. Nah, they just see a compass, walk past it. See a map, walk past the map, so you can continue to be lost. And it's just, that makes no sense. Makes no sense. And that's the secret that they're trying to, hide from you. They have no solutions. They have no answers. I want to say they're just going with the flow, but they're not even doing that. They can't even catch the flow. They can't even catch the wave. Like, they can't. All types of out of rhythm. Then we have yoga with your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercise. Alright, then we have alignment. Oh, and then what else that came out with it is channeling. Right? Becoming more in alignment to what your purpose that you serve and what is supposed to be in your life. And with this channeling, like I said before, some people could be tarot reader. Some people could simply just be a writer. Some people could be a painter. Some people could be a chef in any way, shape, or form. But it's like, while you're doing that, you're channeling. You're in your purpose, but you're not so focused on what's going on around you that you're channeling or taking messages from the spirit, and you're not really realizing it, kind of thing. Ooh. I forgot the angel card. Right? No, it's in my face. We have the King of Swords. Who? We have the King of Swords, the exalted God with victory, granted victory, and protection from lightning. Funny enough, didn't I say look at the clouds? You can't see it down there. Hold on. Look at them. Look at the clouds. Protection against lightning. And then this card came out with the Knight of Swords. Like, so we had the Five of Swords twice. Now we have the Knight of Swords. The King of Swords twice. Knight of Swords. King of Swords 3 times. Knight of Swords twice. The list is coming out again, and I keep saying it. But then we have Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Yeah, with that tower. Wait, before, also with this High Priestess, and I was looking at this energy shift and does simple answers. So the High Priestess, she also have pillars. I was talking about before with the pillars, but her pillars is one dark, one white. No, just like in the Chariot. Talking about the yin and yang, the duality of stuff. Like, there's secrets. There's like light secrets. That's all fine and dandy. It's not hurting nobody. And then there's dark secrets that actually do hurt people, right? And kind of sort of also like with the truth, like there's a way of telling the truth and being compassionate about it, and there's a way of telling the truth and not caring about the other person's feelings. And it's like you have to find that balance between the two. And the High Priestess will know that balance. So it's like, even if you come into her trying to offer her something, and you just telling her, oh, it's this, and the third, she's able to intuitively, like, pick up on the things that you're not trying to tell her, right? Read between the lines, the things that you're trying to hide, that dark side, but then also, like, see the good and what's going on or what you're trying to do, if there is any. Oh, wow. Then we have Yang. It was just that fire, that passion, movements. Now we're doing the miscellaneous, okay? So, we have Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius, and then we have Be Bold and Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. I know Cancer is a cardinal sign. What other is a cardinal sign? That's a good question. That's a good question. Also, we have this full moon eclipse. And we also have, like, this eclipse mermaid. So it's like, things are going to change. Things are going to shift. So, the truth, like I said before, truth is going to be revealed. Truth is going to be found out. This person, if they lying, they're going to be found out to be the liar. Right? The sabotager is also a destroyer. Right? They trying to paint you off to be the sabotager when it's like, no. And they're the victim when it's like, no. They was actually the villain. And I won't say you were the victim, but like, because you got away, hopefully. But like, yeah. You were the little play toy. Little thing. Alright, so deserter. Not deserter. Disaster. Right, with the shadow aspect with intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams and potential. Let me show you where. Won't show you top. Don't show you the light aspect because they're not that. Okay? Now shadow. That's what they do. That's what it was doing. And I've been said that in multiple videos. Then we have perception, which is how you see things, how you care about seeing things. Now we have the green. See, now your feelings, you're looking at your feelings. Getting in touch with your heart, as you should. Then we have night in reverse with expansionist. Not going, not moving. Everything costs too much, so you can't move. You gotta be stuck with this person. And it's like, you don't have to. Then we have ascending with transcending obstacles, learning. Like I said before, learning from those problems, learning from your obstacles. Expansion, new phase, preparation for union. And then we have the death card with rebirth. You let go of this person that's gonna cost you a lot. Cost you your peace, cost you stability, your happiness, your growth spiritually and physically, mentally, all of it. They cost you a lot. You being in your life purpose, all of it. Being connected to spirit, connected to the divine, connected to your ancestors, they messing with a lot of things. And then we have, see, the strength card reverse. Nothing but challenges and obstacles. Then we originally had before God humiliating the proud. Pride and ego. They just all in their ego. This runner is doing anything but nothing but being in their ego, which is why they're being proved. The truth is coming out. There's like they actually still in love with you, and you're doing better without them, and that's making them mad in some way, shape, or form. But then it's just like, why? If you actually do love and care for this person, wouldn't you want them to be happy? But you're sitting here bad mouthing them, talking and gossiping, so other people won't listen to them, won't care for them, closing out opportunities. And it's like the truth of the matter is they're not the problem, you're the problem. But you know, some people just love to see the worst of certain people. So it might be some people that they're selling this gospel to, and they just going with it and running with it because they want to see you fail. They don't want to see you in like this positive light that you are. So it's just like to each his own. Either way, the truth is gonna be revealed, and they're gonna look stupid and feel stupid. And now they're gonna try to either have an opportunity to come back in, and they can't because they felt like they was gonna win or it was gonna work out or find a dandy, right? Juggling you or you struggling, juggling, being out in the cold when it's you out in the cold, thriving better than they ever expected, kind of thing, right? Eight of Wands reverse, and they stuck, can't move forward because they're too proud and in their ego to even apologize, say sorry, admit that they was wrong, that they lied. See, Nine of Pentacles reverse, stubborn and materialistic. To even say like they was wrong, it was their fault, even to own up to it, they won't do it. Alright, we have the Nine of Wands. Right, they're trying to keep their eyes on their prize, and the eyes on the prize is people not finding out the secrets or finding out that they're a liar. Four of Cups. They rejected something that the divine was trying to give to them to help them. The High Priestess. And they know that, and they don't want other people to know that. Because then everybody else will see that they're stupid and they don't know what they're doing. And it's like, what popped up in my head, it was like, you know Dumb and Dumber, right? Imagine one of those characters being a teacher or professor and you're telling them that they're wrong and they are trying to still teach you as if it was right. And it's like, they teaching you mistakes. And then you take that and you go along with your life. You're going to do nothing but mistakes and always be off in some way, shape, or form. But they persistently go after that and do that. Because what's looking at this is they persistently or constantly look for some people that they feel like won't fight back or very like pushovers, I would say. And provide nothing but burdens and obstacles, and now this person is blocked. But with the four of cups, they rejected you or wanted other people to reject you and turn their back on you, which is why they're gossiping and saying certain things. But intuitively, in that group of people, there's people that actually know the truth and realize like this person is mad because you reject them or you walked away from them. This person is no longer in your life. Even if they try to come back in your life, you are rejecting them, and they're mad about that and upset about that. But then it's like they're not looking at what they did to be cut out of your life and move on and grow. With the high priestess being here, they're balancing out that temper and their intuition. Well, they're listening to their ego as if it's their intuition and not realizing that that's what's costing them. They're too proud to even. Because what popped in my ain't too proud to beg. But this person is, they literally need help or struggling, but they way too proud to even apologize, say that they're sorry, or even to come in and speak the truth or be who they truly are. Then we have the Ten of Swords with the merciless, marvelous God with reevaluate protection from sadness, giving reevaluations in dreams. And before we had sleep coming up a lot, so this is why they talk to you in the dreams, because this person is doing way too much, which is why they're trying to get you to, I don't say be distracted, but put your mind off something else for them to give you the messages. Now we have study with reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Right, so just in case somebody's trying to one-up you, place, let's say you are like with this creative or you bake and stuff like that, you're not baking the cake and then mailing it and or shipping it or giving it to them, and then come to find out they ain't have like the full amount. Like, you're making sure like it's paid in full by the time they get the cake, or on the like while they like, however you do it. Okay, however you want to do it, you're doing it that way, and you're good with that. You're finding your own way. So like no one like one ups you or play any games with you in any way, shape, or form. Then we have soul, love, and expansion. Right, social knows news beginning, getting in touch with yourself and your soul and your heart, your mind, your body, clearing out what doesn't belong there anymore, and being more aligned and in tune with you. Even if it's like personally, have a lot of narcissistic vibes. So before you didn't know about narcissists, you're now looking and studying narcissists and how you attracted this person and why you attracted this person, the tactics that they have, what they do, soulmates. You look into that, and even with soul love, like that being here, like you look into the different kinds of soulmates and the different kind of twin flames and the karmics and how it ties together and all the whole reason of it and the purpose of it. I have a paper, but it's already going longer than I expected, so we're just gonna go on to the next card, and then we're gonna go into your 10 questions, right? And we have a fork in the road, right? Being at this crossroads and having to make that decision. It's right now. Oh, almost forgot the rebel deck. So while I'm reading the rebel deck, you can think about your questions, write down your questions so you can, because I'm just gonna lay the cards out regular. So we have, you think someone is lying. They are. I've been told you that. Think somebody lying. They are. Spirit is trying to tell you that they are. Providing you the answers. With the things that's been known, it's about to be known. Okay? Alright. And then we have stop talking. Shh. Shut your mouth and listen. Right? Don't be the person that peeps something and then try to speak on it and broadcast it and stuff. Like, sometimes just peep, walk away. it's like just because I seen it and I didn't react to it doesn't mean that I didn't see it. Like I saw it. It's just I'm not giving you the time of day. There's no need. You are who you are. I am who I am. It's just like at the end of the day, what am I wasting my like with this person? They're like I said before, they're a walking disaster, and it kept going and proving to the point where it's like you need an exorcist. This person's a whole demon, devil, all of it together, and it's like I just felt bad calling him a walking disaster. But Spirit called this person a whole demon. See? Different. My chair keep pulling me. I'm getting tired of this. So we have something. Some good shit is about to happen. You walking away from this person and finding happiness. Yes. You do that. That's great. Then we have don't let your issues F it up. You don't do it. You see how many angels that came out here? How many, like, look how many cards is on this table. Look how long this video is. I wasn't trying to be here for that long. Okay? There's a lot going on. And Spirit's trying to help you. Be like, look, we all over this. Okay? Let me help you. So, pick up your 10 questions. Or write down your 10 questions. They're trying to help you out with this spark emerald. I'm looking at this monkey that looked like a baboon. Remember in the Lion Kings? The baboon helped Simba found his way? Yeah. Spirit's trying to help you. Find a way. So you can be the hero of your own story, because if you wait for somebody else, baby, you're going to continue struggling. You gotta do it by yourself and then do it for you. Okay. So we have, for question 1, this is a sign. Okay. Question 2, choose a new direction. Question 3, no need to worry. Question 4 is unlikely. Question 5, you're going in the right direction. I'm going to pull from the bottom now, so I guess I'm doing that. Question 6, reconsider. Question 7, not the right time. Question 8, let go. Question 9, yes. Question 10, listen to your intuition. So, hope that answered all your questions. If that helped you in any way, shape, or form. At some point I wanted to use my pendulum, or was had the urge to use the pendulum, but like I said, this is a sign. So I was like, yes, this is a sign. Yes, again, that you need to choose a new direction. Walk away from something. There's no need to worry while you're walking away from it. You're okay. Literally, the first card out was luck is on your side. You're okay. You're good. It's unlikely. If something goes wrong, it's meant to go wrong. It's very unlikely that Spirit did not know about it, could not fix it, and stuff like that. With this, you're going in the right direction. It's like you walk away from this person, you create a new direction, you go on a new path. Continue doing that. You're doing great. You're doing fine. You're gonna have some bumps in the road. That's fine. It's not. It's very unlikely for you not to have any bumps on any obstacles. You might ruffle some feathers. Like this person's feathers is ruffled. Okay, just because you walked away from them, even though they was abusing you, mistreating you, and it was like if you're trying to reconcile with this person, you might want to reconsider, or staying with this person, reconsider it, cause it's not the right time for that. It was never the right time. Okay, or because a mushroom is a fungus. Because it's not the right time. Not the right time to be childish or be petty. And that's what it's like to let it go. Um, it's not a fight worth fighting. Didn't I say that this person is choosing to not understand you? Like yeah. They won't even put in no time, no effort to even understand or anything like that. So like, yes, walk away. Listen to your intuition. Yo. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this helped you in any way, shape, or form, then I am glad. We had a lot of different things, a lot of different aspects, and some of the things tied together, going together. Um, so, hope this helped you. Other than that, take care of you. Stay healthy and blessed. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching.